Some days back, I was traveling with my parents by car. The scenery outside the window pane of the car kept my eyes captured forever. Maybe the greenery of the forest was so beautiful that one can get lost in it for hours. It was then I spotted a big and huge mountain. While I reached closer and closer to that enormous structure, I noticed that it was no longer a mountain of beauty, but a big and huge mountain of disaster. The natural beauty was apparently a natural disaster. I wondered how a heap of garbage can be as big as a mountain. It was more than a heap of garbage. It was the injustice done by the ancestors of everyone sitting here. The injustice done by them to us. Now, a question arises. How many of us want to leave a legacy before we die? Raise your hands. But a more deeper question is, how many of us want to leave a right legacy before we die? Is the non-biodegradable waste going to be our legacy? Or is pollution going to be our legacy? Intentionally or not, we are leaving a legacy of threat to environment. Let me introduce a term which is more talked about but less taken care of, sustainability. That is, meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Well, to simplify it more, it means not committing acts which leads to injustice for our offsprings. In today's time, 1 trillion plastic bags are used globally every year, enough to circle the world around 4,000 times. We can reuse plastic cups to an extent by washing and storing them, but on the contrary, drinking from plastic containers can have negative impacts on health. What to do then? It is simple. Just try bringing your own coffee mug or water bottle. That is a great place to start. Consider putting a fork and knife into your work bag. It will take just an effort of 2 minutes, but it will prevent the waste which will remain on our planet for 2,000 years. Just try following this for a month and it will become a habit. Well, how many of us use pens on a daily basis? All of us, right? Each pen we purchase contributes to the pollution. A pen, which barely writes 50 full pages, takes more than 100 years to decompose. These pens become a substantial source of plastic waste, as most of these are not recyclable. They often end up in landfills, where they can take up to 100 years to decompose. As per Times of India, 100 million pens are discarded every day. Multiply this 100 million into 365, and now we can all relate to the heap of garbage I witnessed. So, shall we stop using pens? Absolutely not. We can adopt better strategies. Consider using recyclable pens. Pens, this include pens made from recycled plastic, cardboard, or even bamboo. Through this example, I wanted to draw attention to the waste we barely pay any consciousness to. When we look around, we can observe that we can actually lower the level of garbage by just simple measures. Reuse, reduce, and recycle might seem the old-fashioned concept, but this traditional knowledge is still of great significance. When our mothers turned the unwanted boxes into their kitchen items, rather than considering it as a low-key, we have to change this into a cool perspective. Through this, I just want to say that a borrower shall be aware that it has to pass the inherited legacy to the future generations, and the environment is borrowed. Thank you.